Welcome to another episode of Behind the Bench from the AMR and One Health Lab at Queen's University, Belfast. I am Linda Oyama, the lead PI in the lab, and joining me this month for a series of talks would be one of our fantastic PhD students, Shreyoshi Tarapdar. Thank you so much, Shreyoshi, for joining me today.
Hello, everyone. I am Shreyoshi, and I'm really excited to be a part of this Behind the Bench series. Looking forward to have a friendly discussion.
Excellent, Shreyoshi. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Where are you from, and how did you end up in the AMR and One Health Lab for your PhD?
First of all, I'm Shreyoshi Tarapdar. I am a second year PhD student at Queen's University. I am from West Bengal, India, and I came here 2 years back to pursue my PhD at AMR and One Health Lab at Queen's. I come from the eastern part of India, a place called the city is famous for its cultural heritage, music, art, dance. Is what the city of Kolkata is known for, and also because of its rich food diversity. So I grew up enjoying various kind of cuisine and exploring art, music. So apart from studies, I am very much into art, reading books, and like exploring various stories. So yes, I grew up with all of this along with studies.
Sounds exciting. Can you tell us a little bit about your journey and what did you study?
Well, I won't say it was a smooth journey. It was a roller coaster ride. After my master's degree, I was really I had a straight mind that I want to do a PhD, and particularly in the field of microbiology and infectious world. So I started looking at various professors and universities with my aligned interest, and like mailing a lot of. Then I came across Queen's University, AMR One Health Lab to be precise, and Dr. Linda Oyama's profile, and my interest aligned with the work that she was doing. So I just put a mail to Linda like, "Hello, Linda, I am Shreyoshi with a bit of my experience." And then we had some chat, and followed by that, a series of interviews happened, and I got into this position working there.
Well, you make that sound very smooth. So, what background in Shreyoshi? Did you do a microbiology degree to begin with? How did you get into science?
I was always very inclined towards biology from my school days, and I had one thing in my mind that I want to do pursue my further studies with biology. Till my school days, I had this much of vision. Followed by that, I did undergraduate degree in zoology. I didn't had much knowledge like what are the separate fields in biology. So I came up with zoology because it gave me a broader aspect of the various branches of biological sciences. During my studies, undergraduate studies, I came across the subject of microbiology, and it truly fascinated me. With the prospect that something which we cannot see with our naked eyes could impact us so very much, and this thought fascinated me, and I decided that I want to proceed further with the zoology. Then I pursued my master's degree in my general microbiology university at Dehradun, which is in the northern part of India. After being my degree, which was a 2 years program, I thought, okay, this subject is really interesting, and my interest kept on growing at various aspects. And I thought that I want to pursue research in this field of microbiology. I didn't had again. I was in every aspect of microbiology. Followed by that, PhD was not a very smooth transition from my master's to research. So I did some trainings. I did some 6 months, 7 months research training at various fields. I was part of a 6 months research training at CPPRI, Desh again, India, where I was given further exposure on microbiology. It was a project on utilizing fungus paper pulp. It was a bit different from what I'm doing currently, but it was very interesting, and it gathered me some microbiology exposure, some practical trainings, which further led to my research journey. It gave me some training and broader perspective of what I want to do in my.
Can you tell us what your PhD is about? What are you currently studying in your PhD?
PhD project title is in silico design and secondary metabolites and antimicrobial peptides to combat multi-drug resistant infections. Words, I am using of computational tools to predict the promising antimicrobial peptides and secondary metabolites from plants, which can help us to tackle the AMR problem. And the most interesting part is we don't just stop at computational prediction. I proceed my most promising AMPs and secondary metabolites predicted by my tools to further go to the lab and verify them experimentally.
What are AMPs? What's
AMPs are also known as antimicrobial peptides. These are small proteins which we find in every living organism, which helps them to fight a number of infections. Here I am looking at antimicrobial peptides from plants because in many countries, plants have been utilized in their traditional medicinal systems for decades and they remain largely under a field of science. So, in this project, I am utilizing two very common Indian plants which we find literally in every household, moringa and Agel marmelos, which is also known as bale, to check their antimicrobial peptides, how efficient in combating multi-drug resistant infection. They have been very important plants in Ayurvedic medicines. Ayurveda is a very old Indian medicine system which has been utilizing plant extract to combat a number of infection, but it under explored in the scientific field. And why I am to see what science behind those extracts and I'm trying to explain
sharing that with us? Can you tell us one thing that people might not expect, such or something that you didn't expect?
Well, whenever I have a discussion about my project with people, I realized one common thing that most people get surprised when I say the names of the plants, that is moringa or Agel marmelos, because these two plants easily accessible, using them in their kitchen very often. So when I say, well, I'm exploring these plants to see if they could combat AMR, it's quite surprising for them to process that something which is so easily available in the household could probably hold the answer to deal with a problem like AMR, which is at this point a big challenge.
What drew you into the antimicrobial resistance or One Health research?
First of all, as I said I have always been interested in the field of microbiology. When I got hold of microbes, it always fascinated me that how small we cannot see could impact our lives greatly. And before I started this project, to be honest, I didn't had a deeper, advanced background of what AMR is. But I got an opportunity to learn more about AMR and to see how big the problem is right now, that it is killing million lives. I have realized that this is something I really want to work in. AMR, to be honest, is not going away anytime soon. So I want to be a part of this generation of teachers who are trying their best to stay one step ahead of this problem. And when I got a deeper knowledge and deeper understanding, which I'm still doing as my PhD progresses, I want to contribute to in order to solve this problem. So this thing which completely made me say, yes, I want to go for this project.
Oh, that's exciting. Well, you have told us so much about where you started from and what your project is about. And I just want to thank you for introducing that to us. Um, is there anything that you would like to add or tell us today?
I want to say, those who are watching this video and have heard the term AMR for the first time, I want to say that it is a very big problem. It's not just the scientists who need to develop drugs. It is a role that all of us have together. One of the main causes of AMR is that we are taking antibiotics without proper prescription or without proper diagnosis. If you consult a doctor and under only their prescription or guidance take antibiotics, and if you are given antibiotics, complete the entire course of antibiotics.
Thank you so much, Shreyoshi, for joining us today and for giving us a sneak peek, a little bit of an insight into your PhD here at Queen's University Belfast and into your life growing up. Join us again next week when Shreyoshi takes us deeper into the process of her PhD journey when she tells us a little bit more about her research. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.